The best standpoint, the best attitude to dawn to manifest everything that you want is to be satisfied with what is and ready for more. Because when you're satisfied with what is and ready for more, then the more that you're reaching for, it doesn't feel uncomfortable because you're satisfied with where you stand. But let's say it like this. Let's say that you can't help but reach for more. But in the reaching for more, you can feel dissatisfied because of where you stand. Because where you stand is the enemy of what will be, of what is true, what truly is. Because this reality, this what is reality that you are staking so much claim in, because you can see it, because you think it's real. And since it's real, you focus on it, which really isn't a reason to focus on anything. You focus on it. And since you focus on it, you practice it. And the thing is, what is the enemy of your vibrational reality? Because your vibrational reality is the true reality in every given moment, because you're really vibrational. And all of this is really frequencies that you're interpreting. You're the vibrational interpreter of everything. Your eyes are interpreting vibrations. But the thing is, you're just so good at interpreting vibration that you don't even notice that you're doing it anymore. You become experts at it. And we want you to become experts at interpreting your vibrational reality. You see, everything that you want is really easy. It's already in the vibrational reality. It has already become a vibrational reality. And that isn't some fairy tale that you can, buy into. And as you buy into, you sort of lower your resistance. Well, it may seem like that at first, but then because since words really don't teach, you learn through your own life experience that, hey, there is something that all of this is coming from. My thoughts are really turning into things because this was an idea in my mind, and now I'm fully seeing it fleshed out in the physical reality. This is an explanation of just how your reality, your time and space has come to be. It was a vibration first. It was held in this vibrational reality until there was a perceiver. And just the way that this entire reality came to be, that's how your vibrational reality is too. You have empires, you have riches beyond even your ability to perceive it. Everything is already ready for you there. And really, it's quite easy to manifest it because you don't even have to do anything. It has already become a reality. You've already done your work because you sifted and sorted and decided that, hey, I want this, I want that. You've been putting everything in this vibrational reality through the life that you've been, living. And since you've been living, you've been creating this vibrational reality, and you haven't been doing it for, someone else to enjoy, because you really are 2 point of attractions, and your inner being is living in your vibrational reality. It's living and is completely overjoyed by everything that you have put in there, because to your inner being, the vibrational reality is where it's all at. But for you, the vibrational reality can only be interpreted subtly through the emotion. But emotion is not subtle because you're literally feeling it. And emotion is a manifestation. You are the perceiver of your manifestations. In any given moment, basically what we're saying is, in any given moment, you can begin to perceive everything that you want. But at first you have to accept that it's an emotion. You can't push the process. You can't hurry it along. You can't sit there with your impatience. You are always reaching for more because you're a creator. There's never in a moment where you are not reaching for more. But the question is it more that you're reaching for? Does it make you feel uncomfortable? Or does it make you feel uncomfortable? And since you care about how you feel, since you understand your emotions, that your emotions are really about your vibrational alignment, since you understand your emotions, so creation really makes sense to you. Creation does make a lot of sense to you because instead of just shooting, in the dark, you're understanding that, hey, my emotions are giving me guidance. My emotions are how I know if I'm going in the direction of this desire or not. If this feels good, I'm going in the direction of it. And if it feels bad, then I'm not going to see it. I'm not going in the direction of what I want. That's what negative emotion is all about. Even the fact that you can feel negative emotion means that you have created something that you're deciding not to, for any reason, believe in. And you see, since you're always reaching for more, the question is, are you staying up to speed with your desires? And if you are, you're feeling good. But the thing is, if you're not, then your ass is getting kicked by the contrast because you're not going to stop wanting. And many of our friends, they do that. They realize that they've asked for things that they can't even begin to believe in. Because where there's a desire, there's a belief that either can work for it, that can harmonize with the desire, or can either work against it because it's resistant in nature. And so that's the question. How do you feel about your desire? What's your dominant intention? And the thing is, the dominant intention is being played out in the reality right in front of you. You see, when you really, really want something, it also means, well, it must mean, because in every particle of the universe is wanted and unwanted. You can never run away from unwanted because it's always going to follow you everywhere. You take yourself wherever you go. So there's nowhere that you're going to get to that's going to be better, because when you get there, you're going to be not that just the same, but you're going to take your vibration. You're going to take all of your vibrational habits. It's not just that once the money comes to you that your shortage of mindset is going to be gone forever, because in fact, when you have $1 million, you're going to feel your shortage of mindset at an all-time high because you're experiencing a reality that's challenging your beliefs. And so, or let's say better, you want things that are challenging your beliefs, but instead of, trying to update your beliefs, because you can do that, you can change your beliefs gradually and not all at once, because there's momentum. But you can understand that when you go to sleep at night, all of your momentum rests. And so when you can spend enough mornings waking up and deciding to get into the vortex, deciding to play the 17-second game and feel as good as you can by going on these rampages. So when you're going out in your day, you're more likely to be sensitive to when you're going off in the deep end, when you're feeling those negative emotions, because when you care about how you feel, then you can really catch those vibrations before they get momentum gets a really big hold of them, and then it's hard to stop them. So instead of being deliberate, many of our friends are just reacting to what is. They're having knee-jerk reactions, and whatever is, and whatever has a loud single has their attention. There's no real deliberateness going on. And so instead of having a belief that they basically work with over time to align with their desire, they're just trying to quiet their desire down. And that's the opposite of being a creator. When you're not moving towards any desire, because you're the creator, so you have to be moving towards that desire. So if you're not moving towards a desire, then you're not experiencing the life force that you came here to experience running through you. You really are source energy. And as source energy, what that really means is you are here as a physical extension of this source energy. So you're really a stream of consciousness. And as you're a stream of consciousness, the way that's felt by you is the rush of ecstasy, it's elation, it's those positive emotions. Because when you're feeling any positive emotion, from satisfaction all the way up to bliss, an emotional scale, then you're feeling the life force, you're feeling the energy, and really that's what you want. That's the real vibrational essence of why you want everything. You see, when you talk about what you want and why you want it, then you're in a really good place, because that's the thing, is which one are you more of a match to? Do you really want it, or do you really not want the absence of it? Because your reality is telling you, or is better yet, is giving you proof of your vibrational habits. So the question is, are you okay with what you're witnessing? And in any case, it doesn't matter, because you can change it. You can change your reality. That's the thing about your inner being, is that your inner being never gets, frustrated, or it never gets flustered by your reality, because it always knows that this reality, this old reality, the reality that you're looking at, really doesn't matter. And so instead of trying to go for the specifics, instead of trying to manifest something, you want to create an emotional atmosphere. You want to prepare yourself. You have to be in the receiving mode of these desires. And what's the best way to be in the receiving mode? What's the easiest way to talk about why you want it, to get into that vibrational essence, to have that conversation of why do I want it, and get to the vibrational essence? And truly, the vibrational essence of why you want everything, at first, is because I really don't want the absence. I really don't want to be poor. I really don't want to work for someone else. I really don't want to be one of those writers who never read a book. I really don't want to do that. But the thing is, when you're talking about why you want it, now it's a different question. It's what will it feel like when you have it? And so now you think, oh, like the money is going to be really nice. It's going to feel really good. And we say, well, that's good, because at least you can see it in your mind, but you don't have to convince the universe, right? You don't have to convince anyone. You only have to convince yourself. And there's momentum on that subject. There's momentum on a lot of your desires, because you've been wanting them for a long time. So the easiest route to take is to talk about the emotion, to talk about why do I want this desire? And we'll tell you, the reason why you want it is because you want to feel that movement. You want to feel the eagerness, the movement, the momentum. You see, you want to feel momentum. That's the thing about all things. You want to feel the momentum. But the thing is, you think that the success that you're looking for is the dollars. And we're telling you, the success that you're looking for is you standing at any moment, feeling the momentum. It's feeling the rush of energy. It's feeling your movement towards something. You must always be moving towards something, because that's what satisfaction is all about. Satisfaction isn't complacency. Satisfaction is, I know I'm not going to get what I want, so I might as well buckle down and just find satisfaction. Find positive aspects. Oh, this feels good, that feels good. We're not saying that. What we're saying is, you got to go in the direction of those desires, and you will. And that's what satisfaction is. Satisfaction, truly, in its essence, is an absence of resistance. And once you're feeling satisfaction, once you feel yourself truly going in the direction of all of your desires, then what you really are experiencing is source reveling. How source feels is what you're experiencing. You're sharing that moment in time with all of source energy, because source energy is feeling so enthusiastic about your desires. It's feeling so enthusiastic about where you stand. But the question is, are you feeling enthusiastic? And usually you're saying, no, because I don't see anything that I want. And we're saying, but you have to find satisfaction with the vibrational reality. You have to feel for those desires. And at first, it's not easy, because you have momentum, and the momentum is telling you, or the more practice thoughts that you have is, this is what I want isn't here, and there must be a force that's taking this desire away from me. Or I have to convince the universe, or I have to do something else. Because feeling that you're on the brink of a desire, what it really, in essence, feels like, is the feeling of movement. And that's why you want your desires. You want to feel like you're in the vortex. You want to feel like you're the creator. You want to feel that, oh yes, I'm moving towards. Have you ever, experienced the first or the last 3 days leading up to vacation, that anticipation that you feel, because you know that you're going to go on vacation, you know that you already set everything up, but the excitement is there. You're thinking about it, you know, you're every moment leading up to the trip, you're thinking about it. Yes, I'm going to go. And that anticipation is what life is all about. That's what we want so much for you. We want it to be less about the manifestation, because there's no manifestation that you're going to get to that's going to make you feel so much better, because you're a creator. And there's no manifestation that once you get to, you're going to be completely done, because that's what your death experience is all about. That's what re-emerging back into who you really are. That's what leaving your body is. It's finally standing where you are and be like, you know what, I don't want anything. I'm not feeling any more life force. Because if you're not feeling any more life force flowing through you, because either one, you have big desire, and two, you're doing everything that you can to basically block those big desires from forming, because you have big patterns of resistance that you're not even working to gradually, you know, practice yourself or deactivate, because you're practicing something else. So when there's that sort of, you know, vibration holding pattern, there's an absence of life force. And when there's an absence of life force, then naturally you just re-emerge back, and naturally you don't stay in your body for much longer. But the thing is, we feel the impatience of your desires, and we want you to be impatient. Being impatient is so much better than being complacent, because at least when you're impatient, you have something to do. At least when you're impatient, you have something to look forward to. We want you to have something to look forward to. We just want you to know how to do it. You just have to allow. All you have to do is allow, because the thing is that, you know, it was never, it's not giving, you know, you're doing something wrong. It's not like that at all. It's actually giving you're doing everything right. And we want you to have more fun with where you stand. We want you to see the vibrational reality. And we want you to see yourself for the vibrational being that you really are, because you're really vibrational. So we want you to fall in love with the vibrational essence, because the vibrational essence of why you want it has nothing to do with the actual condition itself. It has to do only with the emotion. And that's the true currency. That's the true richness that you're looking at that for. That's the true success, is standing where you are right now and feeling the way that you would feel when your desires come, because now you understand that I'm not going to feel, this desire is not going to change my life in the sense where I'm going to feel completely different, right? Because how I feel right now and how I feel when the desire comes is pretty much congruent. So basically, I'm already living my desire right now, and that's what we want for you. Because once you're fully living the vibrational essence of what you want, once you're vibrating on that frequency, since it's so low, since it's so much easier for you to be in a place where, or have more conversations about what you want, you know, when you're talking about the vibrational essence in a way where there's a lot of resistance or an absence of resistance, and that's the thing, is that now things are moving. Now you're starting to see manifestations all over the place. And so be the perceiver. Perceive as you're meant to perceive. And most importantly, as a creator, you're really the allower. And what are you the allower of? You're the allower of the momentum. And when you're the allower of momentum, you're really the carer about how you feel, because then you can catch momentum. And then you can notice when you're doing that thing that stops the momentum, or better yet, that introduces resistance and slows down the momentum of your desires. So we're saying allow, and we're saying the easiest way to allow on the subjects that you're really interested in, because of course you're interested, of course you want desires, and we want all of you to have your physical desires. We want you to feel the intensity of, you know, or the pureness and the desire, the joy of wanting something and moving, or satisfaction, wanting something, moving, feeling yourself moving towards it, feeling yourself, oh, I'm gonna experience this. This is something that I just know, I just feel it. That's what we want for all of you. And that's what many of you are already experiencing. You feel that you're on the verge of many great things. And we want you to remember that the feeling of being on the verge of great things is more about the emotion than actually getting there. It's more about the emotion than actually getting there. You really want the journey, because if it was about getting there, then the thing is, you would have already gotten there. But ask the people, ask the stars now who are, you know, who were once singing to crowds really small, and then we're later singing because they got into alignment. We're singing to crowds really big. They'll tell you, you know, when it was just me and that small crowd, it was just so much more fun, because then it was just about me and the art, and now it's about me and all other factors, everything other than art. Because that's the thing, is that there's just more contrast on the other side, and that's not a bad thing. It just means that the real manifestation that you're looking for is emotion. And when you can understand that emotion, then there's no yearning. And when there's no yearning, when there's no resistance, when there's no looking for something, because there's no really taking score of reality, so there's no real there's no resistance in that way, then there is a pure desire that is being allowed. And when there's that pure desire that's being allowed, then momentum, and then you're gonna get feelings, and you're gonna get those daydreams, you're gonna get insights. You're just gonna know, hey, I'm going there. I'm gonna experience everything that I want. But for once, it's not about me getting there. For once, I'm not in a rush to get there. For now, I'm enjoying the motion. I just love knowing that I have everything. I love feeling that invincible feeling. That's the thing, is you're meant to feel invincible, and that's why you want. But we're just saying you don't need anything right now and physically in front of you to manifest in order to feel the invincibility. And once you got that, then go off and you're gonna be invincible. And not only will you be invincible in feeling, in vibration, but you also be invincible, because you're the manifestations that you will be attracting, that will be in your life experience. People will have, you know, their jaws will drop and ask you how, and you look at them and you'll tell them it was just so easy.